It's been mad, and you know, and you'll know, Katie. You know, it feels like you're in there for a lot longer than you really are. It was 31 days this year, but it felt like 31 years.
You reminded me of me a bit, because before you went in, everyone thought you was this love rap cheat, and then you went in there, and like everyone thought I'd go in there and stir it up and be all loud, and I'm like, but I'm not really like that.
Of course.
And then, so in there, you sort of stayed out of trouble. You reminded me of me a bit, actually.
Yeah,
but
well,
I think when you're quite strong up here, it's so petty in there, isn't it? That why do you need to get involved in it all? And
exactly.
It is chaos, though, in there, don't you think?
Oh my God!
No one realises until you're in there.
Got some makeup work from coming.
There we go.
Nana Linda will take
Still
care
not
of
coming
you.
off. It's there forever. I know. That's a bit better, though, love.
Steph, I'm sorry. I know
2
you're
minutes
watching.
on Loose Women, and look what Darren has done.
Can I just wave to my little boy?
Of course you can.
I'm just going to give him the thumbs up, little Dalton, because he's up and watching. The other kids are at school, but my little dog's watching.
How did you find it in there? Then? Is it what you thought?
Andrew was saying, you know, mission accomplished and all the rest of it. In terms of, you know, everybody loved you in there. But when you come out, you don't know if it's going to be boos or cheers when those doors open. What was in your head just before it went?
You don't know how you've done.
So nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it really
and even if you are booed, I don't think it makes any difference to the voting at all.
Maybe
because,
not.
like, some people who were booed still stayed in. Like, Steph was booed quite a lot. She stayed in, didn't she? And then Tiff.
Yeah. But do you want this to make a difference to your life?
It has been life-changing.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I know this sounds a little bit over-dramatic, perhaps, but this weekend I felt lighter than I felt in about 20 years. Thank you. But, look, you know a little bit. It's a tough burden and a heavy burden to carry around when... Oh, God, I'm going to get bloody emotional, am I? I'm so sorry.
Okay. You mean because people have seen you now?
Because,
for like...
well, you know, for the last, you know, a long, long time, I felt like the nation doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And this weekend, it's been like the shackles came off. Yeah. And that might sound a little bit over-dramatic, but when you've lived with it and... you have to be some kind of tough cookie for it not to bother you if you think people don't like you. And I only went in there for one reason and one reason only, and it was just to try to have the opportunity to let people make an opinion of me now, as opposed to the guy that they read about, you know? Yeah. And the guy that I didn't like myself for many, many years. And you know what? The best moment in the house for me was when I got voted the best role model in the public poll. I can't even tell you what that meant to me.
It's that difficult thing about addiction, isn't it? You know, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows people... You've described yourself as an addict, haven't you? A drug addict, a sex addict, but an addict, essentially.
Yeah. Would you a sex addict as well?
But the thing is, so they tell me. That's what they told me.
You can be a nice guy or a nice woman and an addict. That's the thing, and you are a nice guy, but that addiction is still a difficult beast to get on top of, isn't it? I mean, are you confident?
Pardon the pun. No pun intended.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Look, I had a...
Have you got to grips with the addiction?
Yes, 100%. You know, my sobriety is, other than my family, other than my wife and my children, that's the most important thing in my life is my sobriety, you know. I was 10 years clean last November.
That, you know, I'm really pleased to hear that you feel like you've put your demons to rest, because it's not nice. It doesn't matter what job you do in life to think that people don't like you, and it's nice to hear you say that. But what I'm worried about, Darren, is that, you know, you've done so well. You've come out. You're a hugely talented performer, and that now, obviously, you know, offers will come in of job. Are you worried that people will be out there thinking, he says he's cured, but they're going to throw temptation at you, whether it's drink, drugs, sex, rock and roll, no matter what it is. Are you worried about that?
Not really, and the reason being is I have been working a lot, but it was my conscious decision to step out of the limelight.
Right.
And I've been doing, you know, the stuff that I've been doing. You know, I've been doing films and sort of, you know, fringe theatre and stuff like that that's good quality work, and I've still been out there working, but it doesn't make the headlines, you know. So I've still been working, and, you know, this year, touch wood, before Big Brother ever came along, you know, it's probably the busiest year I've had for about a decade.
You've got Priscilla coming up, haven't you? You're going to be on tour
I'm going
with
to
that.
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert next Monday. I mean, I hope I can remember this thing, you know, because
It really is. I've seen it. It's absolutely amazing.
I'm ever so excited, and I take over from Yeah, look at that, man. Both me. It's crazy. The only time my skinny legs have actually come in handy. But yeah, I take that over from Jason Donovan, from Do Jason Donovan next Monday, and I've got 2 films out this year.
Great.
I have a book out. My album's just come out. I've never done a musical theatre album. I was offered it many times, and I always wanted to. I think I wanted to be Liam Gallagher rather than Michael Ball for a long time. But now I'm happy with where I'm at, and so we've done that, and so there's a lot going on.